Hi Libra, this is your spiritual reading. And for you guys, I'm actually going to go from your first to your seventh house, and we'll see what's going on for you guys. All right, first house, we have the Two of Swords. Second house, we have the Five of Swords. Third house, we have the Page of Wands. Fourth house, we have Justice. Fifth house, we have the Three of Swords. Sixth house, we have King of Wands. And your seventh house, we have Tower. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. All right. In archetypes and energies, we have the Orphan and the Temple. All right, so it definitely feels like you guys are, there's a lot of new beginnings that are happening for you, but that means that there are also a lot of endings, a lot of transformation. Something in your life, you know, your current way of life, the current people in your life, the current, just your 3D world, some things have to end in order for something new and better to take its place. But it does feel like you guys might be going through the stage where things are kind of ending and falling apart. And you have to be careful that you don't let it consume you. And the way to do that for you is to realize, you know, this is part of transformation. In order to get everything that I've wanted, in order to have all these new beginnings and new blessings, things have to end. You know, it's like we have a room for every area of our life. And if you want your dream job, your current job has to end for that to take its place. Or if you want to find your soulmate, if you're dealing with people who aren't who you're meant to be with, those have to fall apart for your person to be able to come in. But it feels like you guys have been trying to manifest something, and it's happening for you, and it's something that's very close and dear to you. It means a lot. It's not just, I want this just because I want it. It's like there's whatever you've been manifesting, it comes from, it's truly what your heart desires, what will make you happy, what your inner child wants for you. So yeah, just keep that in mind and realize, you know, if you get too caught up in the energy of, you know, sadness or in the chaos of things falling apart of this Tower moment, remember that it's all happening to get you what you want. All right, so your first house, we have the Two of Swords. Your first house is people's impressions of you, your body, your physical being. And it feels like the impression that you're giving off is like you're usually very, very confident, very, very social, very in your power. Like normally things don't get to you, but it feels like people are kind of realizing that, you know, there's something going on with you. So I wouldn't be surprised if you have like a lot of people all of a sudden asking you if you're okay, if you want to talk. It's if you find yourself getting a little bit caught up in those energies, it's something that people will notice. So it makes me feel like you guys, for a good number of you, you are kind of falling into getting caught in the chaos instead of being able to separate yourself and understand that it's just part of the process. It's part of the transformation that's taking place for you. And if you're able to do that, when you are able to look at this from a higher perspective, which you do for a lot of other things, you'll be standing in your power again. So keep that in mind. You'll know you're kind of moving away from where you should be mentally if people are concerned for you and asking, what's going on, if you're okay. That's a sign for you to really take a moment and, intentionally adjust your perspective. All right, your second house, we have the 5 of Swords. So some of you, what you've been trying to manifest, whether it's the entire thing or part of it, is a new way of income, something feels like a new job or a new opportunity that will completely change your material possessions and your material life. Will give you like a new job that allows you to buy a bigger house, get more cars. But that being said, part of this is you might find that like you're starting to there's starting to be some conflicts in your current job. You're feeling it's almost like everything was fine, and then all of a sudden things just start falling apart. And again, if you guys have been trying to manifest a new job or new abundance, know that if this is happening for you, it's because this isn't where you're meant to be. This is a job. Your current job is what you're supposed to walk away from in order for this new opportunity, in order to be able to take this new opportunity. Let's see. Yeah, it feels like you kind of feel like, whoa, now it's like everyone's now against me, like everything, it's like it was fine, your job, everything was okay up to now, and then all of a sudden it just feels, you just feel like, oh, wow, I don't want to be here. It almost feels like no one wants me here. Or some of you might get the sense that, like, not that you might be losing your job, but there's something going on that makes you feel like this isn't going to work out. Like, I can't stay here. And we have 5s. Definitely for some of you, there's a major shift happening in your career. But if that is the energies, remember, you're not going to be like unemployed. You're not going to be broke. This is ending in order for this new energy to come in, this new opportunity. So although it feels very negative, it's actually a blessing for this to be ending for you guys. But yeah, for a lot of you, it's one of the biggest shifts taking place is in your career and however it is that you make money. Third house, we have the Page of Wands. So for some of you, this new opportunity comes through certain communications with either your friends or someone in close to you, whether it's your relations to them, or it's like they're in your neighborhood, they live in your area. It's a conversation that you have with this person that they'll be like, oh wow, I actually have this new job opening, or there's this opportunity, I've been looking for someone exactly like you. And that's that new beginning, that new opportunity that you've been waiting for. But that being said, it does feel like in order for this to happen the way that it's meant to, you have to be yourself. There's something about you that draws people in, that's gonna make this person think like, yeah, this is who I want to work with, this is who I want on my team. But if you're in this energy of like being confused and conflicted and down and upset, this person might not get that energy from you. So be mindful. That's why we were talking about, make sure you are able to see this from a higher perspective and know that if things are falling apart, it's part of the process to get you to where you want to be and to get you to this new life that's so much better, so much greater, so much more aligned with you. All right, 4th house, we have Justice. Feels like you're a good place to find your balance and to like get yourself together again, get yourself in your own power. It's in your home. So make sure that when you're in your house, you're surrounding yourself with things and people that bring you peace. Like for example, if you're very organized and because of everything that's been going on, you haven't been able to take care of your house, make sure you do that, or even hire someone to come and help you, because that whatever's going on in your home, it can either help you or drastically work against you. You want to make sure your house during this time is a place where, you can go and feel like yourself and feel balanced, and be, for it to be a place where you're able to heal and get yourself in this higher vibration. All right, 5th house, we have the 3 of Swords. So some of you, again, part of this transformation that's happening is someone that you were dating or possibly even in a relationship with, could even be your friends. That's also falling apart. But again, this is all happening because something else is coming, and it needs that clear space. So you guys could be attracting an earth sign, or whoever your things are falling apart with could be an earth sign. Let's see. This person could even work with you, or they're very successful. Yeah, 5s. Again, the 2 5s, the 2 endings, transformations are in your career, in your job. These 2 can also, in your career and in your romance, these 2 can also be connected for some of you. Again, like there's a conflict, things are falling apart with someone you're dating and you work with them. So it's no longer an environment that you want to be in. But again, when you feel like all of a sudden it's like things are falling apart out of nowhere, know that it's happening for you, and it's a sign that this is meant to end. Don't try to hold on to it, because you'll be holding this you'll be holding your manifestations back from coming to you, as long as you're not willing to let go of what needs to get removed from your life in order for this new to come in. 6th house, we have the King of Wands. So the 2 ways that you will be able to get yourself in your power again is your home and also your health, working out. Make sure that you're eating good meals, like make it beautiful, make it healthy, whatever feels good to you. Work out, take care of your body and health during this time. That will be another significant way that will help you not fall into this chaos and not get caught up in that chaos. It will empower you, which it feels like that's really what you need to be focusing on during this time, because this transformation process is being taken care of. All you have to do is be willing to let things go that want to leave and not get lost in the endings, in the death stage of transformation. But yeah, your house and your body and your health are where you'll be able to get yourself out of it and place yourself above it all. 7th house, we have the Tower. Again, so the 7th house is contractual relationships, right? Like marriage, your spouse, but also business partners. Some of you, it feels like someone that you were dating, you were also in business with, also working with. And that's why like one of it falling apart is also affecting the other. But yeah, it does feel like there's a big shift happening in this area of your life. And if that's not the case for you, a big transformation that's being taking place is going to be in your romance and business partner. So like you might be attracting someone who is your future spouse, or this person that you're meeting is someone that you actually go into business with, start something with, are equal partners with. So yeah, there's a very significant change happening in that area. But in general, right now, it feels like you guys are going through this current ending phase of this transformation process, and you just have to make sure that you understand what's happening and you're able to view it from a higher perspective and stand in your power, not only to help you but to be able to get this new opportunity. Like this person that's coming in, you guys are gonna start something together. It's like a new adventure that you going on together. And this is a very powerful person, very successful. So it's like when you're in your power, you're also very equal to them. When they see that in you, they want to work with you. But if you're letting yourself get lost in this lower vibrations, they're not going to see that energy within you that makes them want to, not want to even talk to anyone else and go with you. All right, so forgot about these. We have the Orphan and the Temple. Again, it feels like during this time, these endings that are happening will make some of you feel very alone and like no one's helping you. Everyone is against you. Like all of a sudden, everything's falling apart. And people and things that you relied on before, those are the ones that you're in conflict with. But just remember, again, don't let yourself fall into that energy. The best thing you can do, the greatest thing, is gratitude. Remind yourself that this is just part of the process, and be grateful for it. Like, I'm so grateful that this is falling apart for something better to come in its place. Another way to make sure you're at a high vibration is get a gratitude journal. Write down every morning and every night, or whenever you remember, write down 5 to 10 things that you're grateful for. That will automatically raise your vibration, but it will also eventually shift your perspective from seeing all the blessings in your life constantly, every day. So yeah, you guys, beautiful changes happening, but you just have to remember and remind yourself why it's all happening and be able to look at it from a higher perspective. All right, Libra, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.